Hello again, Fissels family and friends. This is the pastoral message for Saturday, November 27th. And being a Saturday, we're returning to the Saturday series of reflections on the Psalms. This week we're up to Psalm 52. I've taken a couple of weeks off as our family has moved to our new home. And so thank you for your indulgence. And today we'll begin again with our Psalm reflections, although I'll speak a little bit about where we're going with our videos at the end of our reflection today. As always, I invite you to read the Psalm in your own Bible and then to watch and listen to the video. And then, if you choose, read the Psalm again, reflecting on the reflection, on the meditation on the Psalm. The title for today's Psalm is Two Paths in Life, and the focal verse is verse 8 of Psalm 52. But I am like a green olive tree in the house of God. I trust in the steadfast love of God forever and ever. And now, the reflection. This week's Psalm, Psalm 52, demonstrates how the way of the wicked differs from the way of those who follow the path of the Lord. The psalmist starts out by talking directly to what the psalmist calls a, quote, mighty one, and criticizes the path that this mighty one has chosen. Here, mighty one is used as a derogatory label, sort of like big shot or someone who is drunk on their own power. The big shot loves evil more than good and lying more than speaking the truth. The big shot is full of mischief and spends his, or her, time plotting the destruction of others. The psalmist warns the big shot that the high times won't last forever. God will punish the mighty one by taking away everything he or she has up to then gathered, up to and including life itself. The righteous, the psalmist writes, will witness the downfall of Mr. or Ms. Big, and will see the folly of walking a path in life that depends on unjustly amassed wealth or power that is unjustly gained, rather than walking with God. The psalm closes with the author affirming that he or she has chosen the pathway that leads to God, trusting in God's steadfast love and giving praise and thanks to God. The psalmist joins with the congregation of those who also walk the path of God in praising God's name, for God's name and all it stands for is good. The point of the psalm is, of course, that it's better to choose the path leading to God than the path of ill-gotten wealth and unjust power. In our lives, it may seem that the path of power and wealth is the way to go, or that those who follow that path often don't get their just punishment. Like the Mr. Biggs does get that punishment in the psalm. Still, following God and the path of love, of justice, of mercy, and of grace has its own rewards. When we follow God's path, we know we have on our side a love stronger than any other power in heaven or on earth. By following God's path, we learn that the benefits of experiencing and sharing God's love are truly priceless. We each must choose which path to follow. But to quote from the book of Joshua, "As for me and my house, we will serve the Lord." Choose wisely, friends. In our prayer for today. O God, you have given each of us the choice whether to follow you or to go our own way. Help us to accept your gracious invitation and to follow you on the path that leads to life. Amen. So now that we've started the Saturday series again, we're going to put a break on it for Advent and Christmastide, because what I'll be reading and going back to daily meditations is from the UCC Advent through Epiphany daily devotional book, this year called Jesus Crisis. I'm doing these daily meditations in part because there was such a demand for these books. When I got around to ordering them, they were all sold out. And so you can order them online. I will include the code to order the web address to order in my email that accompanies this video, or if you're in church, it's in the church bulletin. But I will go ahead and start tomorrow, the first Sunday of Advent, in having a daily reading from Jesus Christ. Now, I'm not necessarily going to, like a television game show that films many shows on one day, and the contestants have to come wearing different clothes for each filming. I may film several in a day, but I won't be changing clothes every day for the filming. But I'll put them up every day, and so each day you'll have one of the readings from Jesus Christ, and that's with the permission that's printed in the book to share them online or in other ways, as long as credit is given to the author and to the publication, which I will of course do. So I hope you enjoyed this Saturday series Psalms. We'll return to the Saturday series again in January after the celebration of Epiphany, and that also invite you all to worship tomorrow on Sunday for the first Sunday of the Advent season. We'll also be blessing the blankets that many in the congregation have lovingly assembled to help those in need in our community. So until we speak again, either in person or online, stay safe, stay healthy, stay strong, and I know that God is continuing to bless us all. Goodbye for now.